The Starlight Tree. In a small village nestled between rolling hills and whispering streams, there lived a young girl named Listeners. She had a heart as bright as the morning sun and a spirit as curious as a playful kitten. Listeners loved to explore the nooks and crannies of her village, always searching for new adventures. One day, while wandering through the dense forest on the outskirts of the village, Listeners stumbled upon an ancient tree unlike any she had ever seen. Its trunk was gnarled and twisted, its branches reaching up towards the sky like fingers grasping for stars. The leaves shimmered with a faint glow, as if touched by the magic of the night sky. Intrigued by the tree's enchanting beauty, Listeners approached cautiously. As she drew nearer, a soft voice whispered from the branches, "Greetings, young traveler. I am the Starlight Tree, guardian of dreams and bearer of wisdom." Listeners gasped in wonder. She had heard tales of magical beings and mystical creatures from her grandmother, but she had never imagined she would encounter one herself. "I seek knowledge and adventure," Listeners replied, her eyes wide with excitement. "Will you share your wisdom with me, Starlight Tree?" The tree rustled gently, its leaves shimmering brighter. "I shall grant you 3 wishes, dear Listeners," it murmured. "But remember, wishes are not always what they seem. Choose wisely." Listeners pondered for a moment, her mind racing with possibilities. Finally, she made her first wish. "I wish for the ability to speak to animals," she declared eagerly. The Starlight Tree nodded solemnly. "So be it." From that day on, Listeners could understand the language of birds, the chatter of squirrels, and the whispers of butterflies. She learned of their lives, their dreams, and their fears, forging friendships with creatures big and small. Her second wish came after a fierce storm swept through the village, leaving behind a trail of destruction. Moved by the villagers' plight, Listeners approached the Starlight Tree once more. "I wish to have the power to heal," she requested, her voice filled with compassion. Once again, the tree granted her wish. Listeners discovered she possessed a gentle touch that could mend broken wings, soothe aching hearts, and bring comfort to those in pain. As time passed, Listeners grew wiser and more beloved by her village. She used her gifts to help others, whether it was rescuing a lost lamb, comforting a grieving friend, or bringing laughter to a lonely child. But Listeners soon realized that her third wish remained unspoken. Deep in her heart, she yearned for something more than magical powers and heroic deeds. She longed to discover her true purpose in life, to understand the meaning of happiness and fulfillment. One night, under the canopy of stars, Listeners returned to the Starlight Tree. She gazed up at its shimmering leaves, her heart heavy with uncertainty. "I have one final wish," she whispered, her voice barely audible. "I wish to know my destiny." The tree fell silent for a moment, its branches swaying gently in the night breeze. Then, with a voice as soft as moonlight, it replied, "Your destiny, dear Listeners, lies not in the granting of wishes, but in the kindness you show, the love you give, and the dreams you inspire. Your true purpose is to illuminate the lives of others, like the stars that shine brightly in the darkest of nights." Tears welled up in Listeners' eyes as she realized the truth in the tree's words. She had spent so much time searching for answers outside herself, when all along, the answers had resided within her heart. With a renewed sense of purpose, Listeners returned to her village, embracing her role as a beacon of hope and compassion. She continued to care for the animals, heal the wounded, and spread joy wherever she went. And so, the legend of Listeners and the Starlight Tree spread far and wide, inspiring generations to follow their dreams, cherish kindness, and discover the magic that lies within.